I hate to see any human being suffering without doing something to help. Now,
Amidst a realm adorned with cheerful and carefree television personalities, it is often effortless to overlook the remarkably gifted actors and actresses who have encountered tragic circumstances. These individuals, whom you may have witnessed on your cherished shows, including some in recent years, have endured distressing destinies, ranging from sudden demise to battles with addiction. Whether you hold admiration for their craft, or simply possess a curiosity about their personal journeys, we invite you to indulge in this video, where you shall uncover the tragic fates of your beloved Hollywood stars. Number 5. Jim Carrey. On number 5, we come to an actor who has brought laughter to millions worldwide. Jim Carrey, the Canadian-born comedian and actor, is known for his hilarious roles in such films as Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. However, behind the laughter and the joy he has brought audiences around the world was a man struggling with depression. Carrey's life before stardom was one of poverty and hardship that few could understand. The star experienced unimaginable struggles during this time, including homelessness and hunger. Born in 1962 in Ontario, Canada, Jim grew up with a father who lost his job and was unable to provide the family with financial stability. Carrey dropped out of high school at 16 to pursue stand-up comedy full-time. Jim started doing stand-up comedy as a way of making money. Before finding success as a comedian and actor, Carrey spent much of his time moving from place to place and sleeping in makeshift tents, struggling to make ends meet. He eventually earned enough attention and began appearing on television shows like In Living Color and The Duck Factory. In 2015, Jim Carrey's 22-year-old ex-wife, Catriona White, passed away after suffering from depression for years and leaving behind a note accusing Jim of supplying her with drugs and infecting her with STDs. The accusations led to a highly publicized media circus that put his reputation on the line. After an exhaustive investigation by law enforcement authorities, they found out that the allegations were false, and there was no evidence to suggest any wrongdoing on Jim's part. He was cleared of all charges, but the ordeal took its toll on him emotionally and professionally. Fortunately for Jim, he overcame this difficult chapter and continues thriving in show business today. Since then, he has become one of Hollywood's biggest stars, earning him 3 Golden Globe Awards among other accolades. Despite his successes, Carrey continues to grapple with depression, which has affected him throughout his life. Number 4. Alan Rickman. We continue with number 4 and an actor named Alan Rickman, an English actor, best known for his iconic roles in Hollywood films like Die Hard, Harry Potter, Robin Hood and Love. Actually, Alan Rickman was born in London, England on February 21st, 1946. He cultivated his talent for acting from childhood, studying drama at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art after attending Latymer Upper School for boys where he excelled academically. After graduating from RADA in 1972, he joined the Royal Shakespeare Company and began taking on television roles that led to his Hollywood fame. The late Alan Rickman was a beloved actor and an inspiring figure to many. His career spanned for decades, appearing in some of the most iconic films. Sadly, he passed away on January 14, 2016, at the age of 69. After a battle with pancreatic cancer, his admirers worldwide were deeply saddened by his passing and still remember him fondly to this day. Rickman had kept his battle with cancer private throughout his career. The reason why he chose to keep his personal matter out of the limelight remains unknown. However, it's clear that one of Hollywood's greatest actors wanted to spare himself from public speculation and scrutiny during a difficult time. Number 3. Kelsey Grammer. Now let's move on to number 3 and a famous actor, Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer is a popular American actor and producer who has been in the television industry for over 30 years. The multi-talented star made his breakthrough on NBC's hit show Cheers, where he played the iconic Dr. Frasier Crane from 1984 to 1993. His portrayal of Crane launched him into superstardom and cemented his place as one of America's most beloved actors. The star of Cheers and Frasier had a difficult start in life, with his parents going their separate ways when he was just 2 years old. This heartbreaking event left Kelsey feeling uncertain and alone in his formative years. Raised by his mother and grandparents, Kelsey was exposed to a challenging lifestyle, which include a lack of financial stability and exposure to alcoholism that affected many family members. As an adult, Kelsey struggled with depression and substance abuse issues. Both issues he openly discussed throughout his career, while learning to cope with personal relationships throughout his lifetime. In 1975, tragedy struck the Grammer family when Kelsey's 18-year-old sister Karen was raped and murdered by 4 men in Colorado Springs. The horrific crime sent shockwaves through the small community and thrust the then little-known actor into deep sadness. During an interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2006, Mr. Grammer revealed that he had never gotten over his sister's death, stating that her loss still feels fresh to him today. Despite these struggles, Kelsey succeeded as an actor and continues to be one of the most recognized faces on television today. Number 2. Leah Remini. Number 2 on the list is Leah Remini, a well-known television actress who has starred in many popular television shows over the years. Her most famous show was The King of Queens, which aired for 9 seasons from 1998 to 2007. She made a name for herself playing the role of Carrey in the hit comedy series. Leah gained much attention for her role in the show and went on to appear in other successful TV series, such as Saved by the Bell, where she portrayed Tina Pellegrino. Despite her success, Leah had a traumatic past with the School of Scientology. This experience is due to her alleged mistreatment of members. Leah left Scientology in 2013 and subsequently wrote a memoir detailing her experience in revealing many negative aspects of the religion. In her memoir, Troublemaker: Surviving Hollywood and Scientology, Leah spoke about how she was exposed to harmful practices within the organization that caused her mental anguish and distress. The former Scientologist also claims that she was punished for questioning authority by being subjected to interrogations and forced re-education sessions known as thought modification within Scientology circles. In 2013, Leah lost her sister, who passed away from complications related to a benign brain tumor. She was only 35 years old, leaving Leah and the rest of her family devastated. In an interview with People magazine, she said, "This is a challenging time for my family and me, but we are comforted knowing that our loved one is now at peace." Besides, Ray's father, George Anthony Remini, passed away at age 71 from a heart attack in June of 2019. According to People magazine, he had been dealing with health issues for quite some time before his death. Despite these tragic losses, Leah has continued to follow her dreams of becoming an actress and entertainer. She's starred in sitcoms, films, and reality shows over the past 20 years, proving that she can still find joy despite personal hardship. Number 1. Terrence Howard. And that brings us to number 1 in Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard has had an illustrious career in Hollywood, having starred in multiple TV series and major motion pictures over the past 2 decades, from his breakout role as D'Angelo Barksdale on HBO's The Wire, to his iconic portrayal of Lion Lucy in Fox's Empire. Howard has been proven to be a versatile actor, But sadly, his story is not all glitz and glamour. It came with challenges too. Terrence Howard experienced years of abuse from his parents. Something he has opened up about in various interviews. Growing up with an abusive father and mother left a lasting impression on him, leading to issues with addiction, depression, and anger management. The actor stated in an interview that his father used to beat him and his siblings at the slightest chance. His mother was also controlling and would take away any privileges or possessions at her discretion. She even took away his bedroom furniture when he was only 5 years old because she felt it was too luxurious. This oppressive environment led to psychological trauma that Terrence still struggles with today. His father went to prison for murder when he was only 2 years old. This life-changing event shaped the remainder of his childhood and upbringing. Raised by a single mother and aunts in Cleveland, Ohio, Howard had to rely on himself at an early age. He worked hard in school and found solace in music, in theatre, a creative outlet that eventually led him to pursue acting as a career. At age 16, he decided to emancipate himself and moved to New York City with few resources and no support network. Howard lived off welfare while trying to make it as an actor. Despite his best efforts, all of Howard's attempts at success were undone by tragedy. For example, he was rejected from multiple auditions, leading him to spiral into depression and addiction. He eventually became homeless after losing touch with any family or friends who had supported him in the past. With all these odds stacked against him, Howard never gave up on his dream of becoming a successful actor. His journey was not easy, but he emerged stronger than ever with roles in hit films such as Hustle and Flow and the hit television series Empire. It's ironic that many of our beloved TV stars have had such troubled lives. These celebrities had to overcome incredible obstacles to get where they are today, with some still facing challenges related to their tragic pasts. From broken families to substance abuse issues and mental health struggles, they experienced difficulties that no one should have to endure. Through it all, however, these famous faces show us that there is always hope. We can always choose resilience in the wake of life's greatest hardships. The narratives of these individuals serve as a profound lesson for each one of us, emphasizing the importance of self-care and seeking assistance when life becomes overwhelming. We are curious to hear your thoughts on this matter. Please share your reflections in the comments section below.